top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Bears about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Now on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Fires on the move. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. The quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Lets it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job on his route. Great result because of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a
Chilling,
return.
No.
South Carolina ready to
I
go
heard
on
my
the
sister
attack
was
in
on the
another
sister.
offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this
I'm on the
drive will
phone,
be more
man. What you
productive.
talking about?
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to
What
win
is
these
that? What
first
happened?
downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Yeah, he couldn't wait.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, Brandon here.
Yeah, you're seeing the open field running ability by the QB on that play. Nice job being patient, finding and allowing the blocks to set themselves up.
Yeah, I missed the whole portal. I just did just this week.
Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Yeah, it's all right, but
Off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that
Yeah,
had
I
to be
mean,
a
I'm
coverage
gonna see if
against
I
the
got them,
defense
but
because
yeah,
there's
I
no
went and got all the pieces I
reason
needed. I
why
missed the whole
receivers
portal,
should
bro. I
be
have not been
that
paying
wide
attention to
open
CCL, bro.
that deep down the field. Defense, they
I ain't been in
interject
CCL. I
themselves.
ain't logged in
The
since. Like, I
Gamecocks
can't. Who won
trying
the
to get
natty? I
a
don't even know who won the
touchdown on
natty.
1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
I ain't gonna lie. You always know if a player gonna be good. A little cheat is just looking at the school they came from. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tebow ain't recruit no scrub. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you see somebody left him, you like, yeah, okay, get on there. Who? They're gonna think about who? Oh, yeah.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These teams
He
putting
look
up some
on.
early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Got it in the middle. It's gone. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Everett. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking left. A strike downfield. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly.
Well, brother, that's I really said that this morning.
A first down run in the red zone.
Damn right, but I'm about to make some of that.
Great job by the back on the option. Climbing up to tack
Damn
one
right.
more onto that lead.
Dang, that's about to talk about you get them blueberry pancakes.
Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
some
pretty
blueberry
easy to
pancakes
follow
better than the
the
regular.
line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no
Nah, I'm gonna
chance
tell
at a
you though, all
return
the other
here.
side
They'll
though,
start this
that's some
drive
good
at
chicken
the
they got though, for real,
25.
for real. Like, you know, sometimes we be exaggerating, but nah,
The
real
South
shit though.
Carolina offense is back
That's
on the
that
field.
right there.
They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and
I
needing
hear
to
my
put
brother.
together
I
a
hear my brother
drive.
talking about shit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
See.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Yeah, they know that's why. Shit, if it's on Hawaiian, you ain't got a question if it's good, bro. What you talking about?
The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Nah, the thing is they made their pancakes good though every time though. Oh yeah, nah. It ain't Waffle House.
Makes the catch at the 30.
You damn right.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
You ain't never
They'll
learned,
snap
boy.
it from the 37 for the first play of this drive.
You ain't never learned, boy. You making a fuck, huh? Hey.
possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Sampler or Mama's Pancake Breakfast, both of them.
We're through one and
If you get Mama's Pancake Breakfast, you get 3 pancakes with like 1 meat and 2 eggs. And if you get that Grandma's Sampler, you get 2 pancakes or French toast, but you get like 3 samplers. So you can get like a piece of ham, 2 pieces of bacon, sausage, all that. Casserole. That hash brown casserole is good. Keep saying that too. Nah, it's good. That doesn't taste like damn near for real.
Second down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again.
Yeah, I just put on NC, man.
Good, solid tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and
Set
a
up.
lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Bears are at the
Nah,
line
potato.
looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Them boys, listen, man. When I tell you them boys make some blueberry pancakes.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage
Nah,
as
it's a
they
little
move
bit.
to the 44.
Nah.
You love to see this on
Maybe
offense
light, though,
early in
yeah.
drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
I don't know if they be putting them in a different pan or what.
Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play.
What?
Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at
They
the
gotta run this
25.
shit down. That's so crazy.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get it back. It breaks into the open.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the air, it's Henderson. Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now let's see what they come up with on third down after that incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Otis. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out
What?
who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one.
Yo,
game one.
good
Make
man.
that first impression.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Everett. Got the first down. Looking for more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to
let one fly down the middle. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. And the Bears are on the move. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, their offseason just what they were looking for, top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Everett. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder.
Touchdown Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, and everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to run it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Henderson. Fires to the right. And completed. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stumbled to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They go to the draw. Plows through the defense. And they swarm him under. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it set up on the outside. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Fleming. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
He's going to run it. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. Keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Score Baylor 38, South Carolina 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fleming. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The give on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Rhodes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Bears have this offense rolling. Using his legs, it's Bacon. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Pena. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
And the Bears will go for it on fourth down. The RPO fired complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to throw on third and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dan.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass, it's Pena. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bears!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wicks. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play.
What's
They
that?
gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to neutralize it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.